Episode 1 of Sweet Home Season 3 begins with Monster Hyunsu explaining that he is part of Hyunsu. He is simply letting the human side rest so he can recover, but when he gets too close to Yunyu, she butts heads with him and human Hyunsu resurfaces. At Banseon, Wee Myung, aka Sangwon, shows Lim his original human body and the doctor connects the pieces. In a flashback, we see Lim provoking a tied up Sangwon by calling Yi Kyung, who is trapped in Green Home. She can't pick up and Ling claims she is dead. Angered, Sangwon evolves and escapes from his original body into that of Wee Myung before possessing Sangwook at the end of Season 1. However, Sangwon doesn't want to kill Lim as he thanks the doctor for completing him. They go to Chi Seong, the leader of the Bamseong MHs, who Lim recognises as patient MH3. Angry with Lim for experimenting on them, Chi Seong tortures Sergeant Kim and his men. The MHs give a beaten up Kim a gun while Choi Yong-seok, Jong Hyan and Seojin are tied to the ceiling. He can only take one of his men with him. Lim asks what the endgame is and Chi Seong shares that he wants to push special humans till they turn into MHs, monster humans who can control their monsterization. However, Kim pulls the gun on one of the MHs. Unfortunately, Jong Hyung is killed for this act of defiance. A cocky Lim deduces that Chi Seong's experiments haven't amounted to much because of people like Kim. At that moment, Kim pretends to kill Seojin, but shoots his rope. He then runs and cushions Seojin's fall. They do their best to evade the monsters on the ground, but Sangwon is bored. He orders the child MH, Xiao Yong, to kill the humans and the MHs leave. Meanwhile, Hyunsu goes to the pit where he pushed Yi Kyung. He wants to save her, as he believes there is a chance to bring out her human side. Yunyu wants to help, but he tells her to sit this one out. Once he reaches Yi Kyung, he goes into her mind and sees monster Yi Kyung taunting and mentally torturing human Yi Kyung. Elsewhere, Chan Young is halfway home, but he keeps worrying about Yunyu. He wants to go back to her, and right then, Hanni shows up. Back at Bamseong, Seok-chan arrives with a flamethrower. Zhang Yong warns him, but he refuses to listen. However, he is too late as a monster fatally injures Seojin. Jae-young sighs before killing the monsters, allowing Seok-chan to run to Seojin and Kim. All this while, Lim watches a little MH before joining the other MHs who are preparing to travel to the stadium. We then see Yi Kyung's daughter, the mystery girl, heading there as well. The stadium survivors had their own problem, as they notice that Seong-wan is missing. They fear that he is the monster they heard, and while they are distracted, Chief Ji tries to get her daughter, Yuseo, to leave. It seems Ji wants Yuseo to leave since she got caught causing the blackout. Yuseo's begging leads to a startling revelation, as we learn that Ji is not her mother and her real mother died last year due to the monsterization. Ji almost feels bad for the girl, but her priority is her own son. Since Yuseo refuses to leave, Ji drags her to the basement where her son resides. Seeing him for the first time in his monster form, Ji is shocked. Using the advantage, Yuseo knocks her out. Tak hears the scuffle, but his men can't find the door to the basement. Back at the pit, Hanni and Chan-young arrive to see Yunyu waiting at the edge. A monster shows up and jumps into the pit after being lured by Yi Kyung's screams. With the two MHs being out of commission, Chan-young and Yunyu jump in to defend Hyunsu and Yi Kyung. It's a tough fight and one of the ropes needed to climb out catches fire. Worried, Chan-young gets Hanni to rescue Yunyu against her will and continues to fight alone. With no more ammo or gasoline left, he gives up. However, Hyunsu finally gets through to Yi Kyung and comes back to the real world. He kills the monster and brings up Chan-young and Yi Kyung. Her burnt body heals, but her eyes are human. And that is where episode 1 of Sweet Home Season 3 comes to an end. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.